Our last jewel of the trip is the Seychelles. It's about a 4.5-hour flight from Maputo. We land at Mahi, the main island of the Seychelles. It's a small island, but it takes a while to get to our hotel. But the views are big along the way and are well worth the drive. Our home for the next 3 nights is the Banyan Tree Resort. Our villa is right on the beach, hidden in the vegetation. If that weren't enough, we have our own plunge pool. We like our room so much that we order in-room dining. In the morning, we retrace our route with the beautiful seascapes back to the airport. We're flying Air Seychelles to Preslin, the second largest island in the Seychelles. It's only 27 miles from Mahi, so it won't take long. The population of Preslin is less than 8,000 people, and tourism is the principal industry. Our destination on Preslin is the Vallée de Mer in the Preslin National Park. Here and in a few of the smaller islands near Preslin are the only places to see Coco de Mer in the wild. It's the world's largest and heaviest seed. The fruit requires 6 to 7 years to mature and a further 2 years to germinate. The mature fruit weighs from 30 to 60 pounds and is 16 to 20 inches in diameter. The Vallée de Mer consists of a well-preserved palm forest, home to 5 other endemic palm species. The Coco de Mer palm grows over 100 feet tall. The male tree develops 3 to 6 foot long catkins. Lizards may aid in pollination, but wind is considered the principal pollinator. The reserve is also home to endemic birds, reptiles, insects, and mollusks. We head for Preslin Harbor. A catamaran awaits to take us to La Digue. It's a beautiful day for a boat ride, especially with a cold local beer in hand.
It's a Vallée de Mer, old Valley Island, home of the giant Coco de Mer, where lives the gentle Gardenois.
Everyone's on the rail as we approach La Digue Island. It's the 4th largest of the islands, and it's known for its large granite boulders on the beach. These granite outcroppings are 750 million years old. They were initially part of Gondwana and started moving north with India 120 million years ago. About 88 million years ago, India and the Seychelles separated from Madagascar. And around 66 million years ago, the granite boulders that make up the Seychelles severed from India. And as they say, the rest is history. The 45 granite islands that make up the northern Seychelles are unique in their manner of formation. We have arrived on La Digue, and it's time for lunch at the La Digue Island Lodge. We do a little bird watching after lunch. On the way to the beach, we stop at an enclosure for another famous endemic species, the Aldabra tortoise. Giant tortoise species inhabited many western Indian Ocean islands, including Madagascar. These giants were driven into extinction by overexploitation by European sailors. By 1840, only the tortoises of Aldabra Island in the southern Seychelles remained. Then to the beach to get up close to those giant boulders. But we are not alone. Aunt Sucé d'Argent is a very popular beach. Hopefully we can find some pictures without crowds. They're setting up for a beach wedding this afternoon. Our time on La Digue is up, and we catch the fast ferry back to Mahi. It's been a busy day, and it feels good to relax and enjoy the boat ride. Back to our villa for a little more relaxing. Then a walk on the beach. Dinner tonight is at the Bamboo, a very good Thai restaurant at the Banyan Tree. We start our city tour of Victoria this morning at the Botanical Gardens. There are several Coco de Mer palms in the garden. Yesterday we had breadfruit chips on the catamaran. Very good. Seychelles are home to 30 endemic orchid species. The Seychelles fruit bats weigh in at 1.1 pounds and are hunted for meat. Elephant ears grow in a small, picturesque pond, along with water lilies. It seems that the Aldabra tortoise is extremely fond of elephant ear leaves. The botanical garden is full of unusual flowers. Our next stop on the city tour is the Hindu temple. Only 2.4% of the Seychellois are Hindu in this predominantly Christian country. The Hindus trace their ancestry to indentured laborers brought by the French from South India in the 18th century. Today, Seychellois with some Indian heritage make up 11% of the population. The Navasakti Vinayagar temple was consecrated in 1992. In 1998, the Thai Pusam festival was recognized as a national holiday. The city market is named for Sir Selwyn Clarke, an English doctor, hero of World War II, and governor of the Seychelles from 1947 to 51. It's a busy place with all kinds of fresh fish for sale. There are stalls with a wide variety of fruit and vegetables. And there's lots of spices, special blends for the discerning Seychellois. These are bundles of cinnamon sticks. The lilting patois of the people speaking the French-based Creole almost makes you forget that this place was an English colony from 1814 to independence in 1976. Victoria was formally named in 1841, 4 years after Victoria became the Queen of England. The clock tower was erected in 1903 to mark the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria. Today, the clock tower still stands in the center of Victoria. Downtown Victoria is a vibrant and colorful mix of souvenir shops and tour operators. The Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Victoria was built in 1875 in a French colonial style. Today, 76% of Seychellois are Roman Catholic. This impressive building next to the cathedral was built in 1934 as a residence for Swiss missionaries. Today, it's a home for Catholic priests. The Seychelles have been on our bucket list for many years. The beautiful people and the landscapes fully met our expectations. But the big surprise was the heat and humidity. It is hot here. We have one more surprise at our farewell dinner. Seychelles' traditional music and dance is more European than African. In the morning, we're back to Victoria and the airport. We board the Black Pearl for one last time on this trip, for our flight to Amsterdam. It's been quite a trip. 8 jewels of the Indian Ocean, 22,820 miles flown, 48 hours and 10 minutes in the air. Thanks to the crew of the Black Pearl for making all that airtime fun. And a special thanks to Lynn and all the TCS staff that made this trip possible. Thanks to our lecturers for helping us understand what we were seeing. And thanks to our fellow travelers for their curiosity and enthusiasm.